on Thursday's show about emotional eating. We've been asked by so many ladies to talk about it, and I just want to get the conversation going. Do you have triggers for emotional eating? Is that something you've been able to overcome?
Emotional eating has always wrecked in my life. I have gone through trials and tribulations, and food has always been that one constant that has the immediate satiation. And it's taken me years to go beyond the food and to reach out to a friend, to write, to meditate. There's a lot more times that I'm actually sitting down and meditating if I want to go and eat outside of my normal routine and rhythm that makes me feel good, because I don't like having that food hangover and that also shame and guilt thing again. So it's been about like 6 years, 7 years that I have gotten really good with understanding, oh, right now I'm having something crunchy, buttery, and it's because I'm sad or depressed or whatever, you know? And it's like, check in, think about it. Is it that? You know, I ask myself questions. And then if I'm not going to go, if I catch myself, if it's not so automatic, if I have a little bit of room ahead of time, I just kind of say, just be gentle to yourself. You know, you don't have to make any decisions right now. And you know, what somebody just said, or you didn't get that job. Being in modeling, there's a ton of rejection. Being in the career that I've had, there's been so much rejection. What we see is a lot of the successes that I've had, but there's so much more rejection that's under the carpet, so to speak. And it's taken me years and years and years to understand that there's an ebb and flow, and that I have to just let go of control to make everything good all the time. And that's helped. That's really helped. Also, getting out and walking, I do a warm yoga class on Mondays. Regular exercise helps me mentally with being stable and not going through peaks and valleys. And when I go through 3 days of not doing anything physical or being outside, nature is my source of energy and light and wonderful. Even in the rain and the snow, I snowshoe. I love it. So if I'm not connected to nature, or if I'm not connected to my physical body and I'm not connected spiritually, that's when I'm really ready for a train wreck. So I have to be very consistent with my balance. And that's when I can get away from the emotional eating.
That is wonderful advice. That is absolutely wonderful advice.
It's practice.
Yeah, it is. It's not easy, is it, Emme? Because I think, you know, for so many of us ladies, food is our comfort. Food is the one thing that's always been there for us. And, you know, just to change the relationship it's tough. And you're right, it takes practice. But we're worth it. So,
if you can just be kind to yourself, like I have affirmations all around my house. There are 2 things that define you. Number 1, patience while nothing is happening, and attitude when everything is going on. That's one thing that is absolute. That is the bottom line in my life, that you've got to be patient when nothing is going on and continue doing your job, but patience and kindness and do service. And then when everything's happening and you're on the move and things are going, you better have your attitude in check, or else you're going to have to learn some more lessons. That's big.
I read, Emme, that you were invited to speak before Congress about eating disorders. How did that come about?
The way that I've gotten to go to Congress has been a twofold or threefold. My very, very first time that I went and spoke on behalf of women and girls in relation to eating disorders and the problem that we were having in our country, both on anorexia, bulimia, and all associated disorders, was very early on in my career. And it was through the National Eating Disorders Association, the NEDA, and also through the association that goes and does a lot of the lobbying. They go and they knock on doors all the time. And I also work with the Creative Coalition for the entertainment industry, trying to get funding for entertainment in schools and for arts programs to be funded and not cut, because through creativity, kids engage in school. And if you take away the art program, a ton of truancy within school systems. So we go and knock on doors, and we sit and we chat. Working with the Girl Scouts as well. We've done some Healthy Media Commission work where I'm a part of this commission with the Gina Davis Foundation, and a slew of really wonderful leaders within the media industry, both on cable operation and on content with ABC, NBC, Disney, all media, if you can imagine, on how they create characters, how they talk about female characters and the raising of, if there's a curvy figure, not to be derogatory about that particular character. And that there could be bold and empowered female characters instead of the girl who was waiting for Prince Charming to come and get her. I can't wait to see the next one princess that's really curvy and owns it. So we're holding in there.
No, that is incredible. That is incredible.
Curvy